So Texas Southern's got a lot to play for. And Mike is saying if his kids just play, they'll be okay.
Dante Clark missing from the stripe. Rebounded in the corner by Jones.
And that's one of the things that Texas Southern is leading the SWAC in, and they rank in the nation in free throw shooting. Wow, they got Clark for that. He stepped over. He stepped over in front of that cutter.
You talked about a 60 foul game. Thus far, we've got 13 in this one. That was the 14.
Yeah, we're headed in that direction if they don't watch it. But the problem with Texas Southern, they may not have enough players to finish the game. Might be like that Alabama-Minnesota game where only 3 people on the floor.
Thomas is 12th point of the game. 3 of 4 from the line is Thomas.
He's a 71% free throw shooter, so coach is depending on him to put these down.
And he does to the tune of 50-50.
Mike Davis is resting Reed right now.
Handed out front to Walker. Clark out of the corner. Walker setting the screen. Over it goes. 3 is just a little bit short from McClellan.
Gramblin's going back to this man-to-man, and Texas Southern do their driving pitch on it.
Into the paint. And let's see who committed the foul. Is it offensive or defensive?
Oh, that's a defensive foul all the way. Defensive foul all the way.
Called on Thomas. Clark shooting.
Yeah, see, watch the penetration. Weak side defender has to come over. He was not set. Great call by the official. See the penetration. Still moving, not set.
The stat that stands out with the media timeout statistics is the shooting percentages from the floor.
Yeah, 70% for Texas Southern, only 27 for Grambling. Well, when you dunk, when you got 7 or 8 dunks, your percentage is going to be up there. Grambling doesn't have an answer for that.
Jackson off the glass, in and out.
Walker. Their 7-footer sitting out. He's sitting out this year. They got a 7-footer who Reed is thin, but Grambling's got a 7-footer that's about 260.
I think they're going to get Bobby Jackson on the foul.
Right. He put his hands on. He had his hand out trying to stop the penetration. See, that's what Texas Southern does. Last year, they led the nation in a free throw attempts because they get to the basket. They believe in going downhill. And when I say downhill, that's going to the basket. Instead of going side to side, get to the basket. That's what Mike believes in. And then with this year's team shooting almost 72% from the free throw line, they need to get to the line as much as possible. They're number 1 in the SWAC and scoring a 7-3 a game. And then they're shooting 72% as a team from the free throw line. That's pretty good. You know, you got a lot of players that can't shoot 72%. and his entire team shoots that much.
Ivy Smith with his 2 personals back onto the floor. Thomas over to Jackson. Smith.
Good crossover, but Smith missed it. He was 0 for 7 for the last ball game. He was one of the first people out here in the gym yesterday shooting the ball. Nobody else was out here. He was getting shots up. And that's what I liked about the young kid.
Walker steps up, misfires. It is rebounded by Jackson.
Smith is surveying the floor. He's looking for somebody to get that ball to.
Jumper, it's a 3 and count it for Tremaine Thomas.
Tremaine Thomas. Smith found the open man. That's what he does best. He penetrates, and he gets it. Grambling's back in the zone now. They're trying to cut off penetration.
From the top of the key, wide right on the 3 from Clark.
That didn't look good. That was not a good release from Clark.
Smith bringing it to the right side, stepped inside, now backs back outside of the arc.
Jefferson and Reed get there, ready to come in on the next dead ball.
He has got the hot hand. He's going to have a 20-point first half.
They better call the fire department. He's on fire.
Makes it a 2-point game.
Yeah, Thomas is stroking it.
Dumping it down low to Salmon, and Salmon quiets the crowd momentarily.
Yeah, Thomas is 3 for 5. They need to look for him. That's a good move, but they should have been setting a screen for him. See, that's not a good shot. He forced that. That was not a good shot.
Clark thought he had him, was going to go the other way. Instead, he dribbled it out of bounds.
Now the two studs are back in. That's Reed and Jefferson. So I think things are going to change now.
Smith into Thomas, and Thomas has had the hot hand, but
he's not going to shoot. He's not going to shoot over Reed.
Nope, not over a 7-2. But there's a guy that will. That is Devontae Jackson.
Yeah, I watched Jackson shoot that shot a lot in practice yesterday. In fact, both teams did a lot of shooting yesterday. Both teams in both practices. That's all they did. They shot the basketball because both coaches felt like it was better for them to get shots up than to go through a regular actual practice.
Jefferson shooting from way out.
Yeah, he shot that one from Shreveport.
Almost had another opportunity, but the steal from Thomas denies him the chance, and then he jams it.
Yep, the long shot ended up with that deep shot ended up being a long rebound, and they were able to run out on it.
25 each.
And Mike talked about his team executing yesterday. That's what Texas Southern has to settle down and do now. Good ball fake.
Walker from the elbow, just a little bit long.